Hello, this is Gio. Hey, we're in a bathroom and I want you to hear something. So you may recognize that. That is a door slam. It's not a really loud slam. This is a loud slam. But I have had some complaints from my wife and 2 kids that in the middle of the night people get up to, get a drink of water, etc. And they the noise from the door wakes people up. Well, I'm going to show you a simple solution today. And so the solution are simple felt pads. Now these are just standard felt pads that you kind of put on the bottom of chairs and furniture. And I think I actually got this pack from IKEA. But you can really get them from many stores and hardware stores, etc. They come in various sizes. These are kind of low. I kind of like this height. You can get much fluffier ones, etc. But if you can get some maybe about this size, which are about an inch, if you can only find bigger ones, that's fine as well. So grab some felt pads and I'll show you what to do. So I am on the other side of the door just to kind of examine this little gap here. Now this gap is pretty consistent. You can kind of see when it slams. Kind of hits up here. It also hits kind of on the bottom. But some doors are bowed, so you want to see this. If it's primarily hidden up on top or on the bottom, you just want to make note of that. Okay, so I just kind of cut these little inch size felt pads in half, and I'm just going to apply them on this side of the door jamb here. Just kind of like that here, and then I'm going to put another one on the bottom. This is probably a good spot there. And so these are kind of light colored. They kind of match the wood. You may want to try to find some felt pads if you can that match the same color, just so they're not as visible. And so with felt pads in place, let's test out the door. Well, that's a lot better. You still hear the door latch a little bit, this little thing kind of flicking like that, but the sound is a lot better. Well, you might be saying, hey Gio, I really don't like this latch sound. This is waking me up as well. Well, there is something you could do about that as well. So you might be thinking that maybe adding a little maybe foam or even some paper, toilet paper in this hole to kind of cushion that latch striking down might help, but it really doesn't, because it's not really the sound of the latch striking. It's really the slip from this plate and click. It's a clicking sound when it releases right here. So this is the problem area. And this is where your felt pads can come in handy as well. So again, I'm on the other side of the door because this technique doesn't work with every door. The first thing I want to do is kind of see if there's a little bit of flexibility here. And since I added the felt pads on the door, it's pretty tight, but we'll try this technique anyway. Sometimes this doesn't exactly work, and it really depends on the clearance that you have here. If you have a little bit of flexibility here, if the little latch can go a little farther in this hole. And so what we're going to do, again, I cut this little felt pad in half. Now the thickness does matter here. You probably want to get some that are relatively thin, and I'm just going to insert it kind of at the edge here. So just like this. And so we'll try the door again. And that's a lot quieter. And so what that little felt pad is doing, it's just kind of cushioning this little latch fall. So it's just kind of slowing it down and making it just a little softer, so when it goes in, it doesn't kind of slam in. Now, unlike the felt pads on the little edge here, this may not last very long. This solution, because there's a lot of wear here, and you may have to replace this felt pad more often. The ones on the door jamb, they should last a number of years, but this actually might just last a number of months. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button at the bottom of the screen and even consider subscribing to my channel. I have many more videos to come.